Oh, hello, hello. How's everyone doing? I hope everyone is having a good Thursday. Hope everyone's Thursday is going well. I hope everyone is looking forward to the weekend. Okay, I really don't know the login for this. I need to figure that out. Because that is bad if I don't have the info. Anyway, that's a problem for future me. I hope everyone's doing good. Very much as the title suggests, doing some raids today. So hopefully assist in the million Woshens. Need to get defeated to unlock the shiny one. Hopefully I can get into a session somewhere. And I lost it. Of course, I always lose the information that I need. Okay. See if we can get into a session, because it doesn't want us to get into a session. Welcome in, Moxie. Hope you're doing well. Your week is going well. Maybe I need to try and just find one out in the world. In all honesty, that might be easier than trying to join one. Scarlet Violet. Go eater. Can I not find the information for this? Oh, there we go. I have no idea what the perfect mon is for this. So I very much... Hold on. Hold on. It's just a random thing. It might just be a bit random. But yeah, obviously during the presents they announced that it would be happening. Shiny event to get it, but you have to defeat a million of them. So that is now the plan. So we gotta try and do our part here. I don't know how strong this is. I don't know anything. This is kind of the first time I'm kind of getting into this. It's also the first time I've done a new raid on Switch 2. It's weird to see how well it performs. I'm kind of blocking that here, aren't I? Right, let's move over. Let's move over a bit. Right, that should be fine. But basically, my strategy here is going to be just to torch song my way through. Increase my special attack, and then see how well that goes. I mean, I did give me charcoal. Because I know we're going to eventually get to the point of... what am I thinking of? We're going to get to the point where we need to terrestrialize to defeat it, but I'm hoping that I can survive just a little bit longer. If it does another Dark Pulse, I am unfortunately in danger here. That was kind of what I was hoping to avoid immediately. I don't want to terrestrialize because I'm worried that I'm just going to get absolutely destroyed. So healing would be nice. Snarl. Okay, good. We avoided. Screw it. I'm going to terrestrialize. I'm going to take the risk. Why not? This is why I'm going to get KO'd, and it's just going to be a waste of terrestrialization. But we're going to do it. You finally get a shiny, Emfram. Every time you've come in, you've gone, guess what I found? It's never been the shiny Giratina. Did you finally get it yesterday? Or are you here just to bait? Okay, I think we're good on this. Being able to solo this with both Sizzle and Ceruledge. I unfortunately don't have a Ceruledge. I think I have a Sizzle somewhere. I don't think... Again, I have very little raid-ready Pokemon. This was just very much a see what works type thing. It doesn't... If I'm honest, it doesn't look like this fight is too difficult. Like, we're done this turn type thing. It's very easy. Which is good. I don't know how I feel. Apparently they also did this for Zeraora, right? Where it was had to be defeated X amount of times in a raid and then you could claim it shiny after. Nice to get some Herba though, mind you. Let's see what I've got in the PC. I mean, I did move out a lot of Pokemon. I don't know what I've got. I got my Iron Hands. Where would it be? Where would it be? I mean, I have Cinderace. I don't think Cinderace has got anything that would be helpful for me here. Move-wise. No, that's Cinderace's pants. And annoyingly, I think I moved everything else out. These are all the eggs. And then, yeah. Okay, so I don't have a lot. I mean, I have Azumarill. Again, unfortunately, not this useful. Nice, Enfram. Oh, well, you got incredibly lucky with that then, didn't you? Well, congratulations on finally getting it. I know it's taken you a little while. I have nothing here that could overly help me a bit more. If I got Chimchar done, maybe Infernape, but I'm kind of stuck in a similar situation. I mean, in theory, Iron Hands... If I got rid of... Do I have to get rid of anything? Actually, no. Maybe Iron Hands is the best option for this, right? Because it's Grass Terra, but I know its normal typing is Dark. If I got rid of Close Combat and got Fire Punch... would that maybe work slightly better because Iron Hands is a physical attacker? Is that a thing you can teach? Can I? No, you can't sort. I was kind of hoping to sort by like fire type moves. Fire Punch. Maybe that would be a better option because I've still got Drain Punch to heal me. Maybe that would work better. I don't think you'll find many good hiding spots for him, unfortunately. Something tells me he is a bit of a hard one to potentially hide. Or do I get rid of just Thunder Punch? Let's do that instead, actually. Right, and then I just wanted to double check. No. Okay, that's fine. I didn't think that was the case. Right. See if we can get into another one. Basically, the goal here is I want to try and do as many as I can, but I also think I might want to do a little bit of shiny hunting. So we'll do a bit. Do maybe like an hour and a half, and then we'll do some shiny hunting for a bit. Oh, that's what it was. And yeah, okay. God damn it, I completely forgot that it's still the default login info. Ugh. Yeah, I do have some of the Pokemon needed, well, that might be a bit better in this situation, but unfortunately, I don't have anything going. Look at that going. You found one that's kind of peak in the Cyndaquil cave. If you look up in the right... Oh, look up in the direction of an entrance. There's a tiny... Of course, it's tiny. There's a tiny... There's a tiny platform where you can synchro on and have Giratina stand on. I mean, that's insane. Of course, though, they started with the one that people least... I would argue people think wasn't the coolest shiny. It's let me get the... Let's get the no. Also, my goodness, has Mega Dragonite caused a stir? Oh, and there's the new tracksuit I should probably try and get. We getting kicked out from this? There we go. Here we go. Yes, the one I'm looking forward to is the last one, because it looks like Charcadet is going to be spawning, and it's good because I really want shiny Charcadet. It's going to be good. Gallops like a horse. Yeah. I mean, it's cool. It's really cool how they did the design situation for Giratina. When it's in horse mode, it kind of walks like a horse. Oh, does he target one person specifically? Oh, I thought that targeted everyone. Interesting. Let's see how well this works. This might be completely pointless because... Okay, yeah, I take like 0 damage here. This might be pointless because it might do the stat debuff before I even get a chance to attack. Because that's the only downside is that with this strategy is that as soon as it does the stat debuff for Iron Hand specifically, because you're so reliant on Belly Drum, you then lose all your attack and you can't do much in the way of damage. I think it looks okay. Like I'm not like I love it, but I'm also not like I hate it, you know? It also looks like this one isn't going to go so well. Can I heal more damage than it does? No. Which isn't great. And it doesn't help that these Pokemon can attack back. That's the one thing that also a little bit annoys me with these raids, whatever you want to call them, is that these Pokemon can like attack twice in a turn, and I just think that's absolutely ridiculous. Unfortunately, though, my strategy literally relies on me coming back into the game. I'm more interested to see if they announce any other new Megas. Unfortunately, I do think we're going down here. I think this one isn't a victory. Do I think it's my fault? I think I'm part of the problem. Do I think I'm the whole problem? No. By no means do I think I'm the whole problem. Unfortunately, in this situation, Armarouge, I do believe, is more the issue because I think he's gone down like 3 times this fight alone. The other thing that would be kind of interesting to see... yeah, a lot of people want Mega Flygon. The other thing that would be interesting to see is... See, and then it just spams these events and they just keep the timer going. Drain punching. That's the other thing that really annoys me. Sometimes when you just use a move, it auto locks it onto the other move, and then other times it doesn't. We can get one more move in, I think we win. But if Armarouge takes a hit here, no, I think we've lost. It is 100% in this situation Armarouge's fault. Do you know what the one thing that I think they were kind of hinting could maybe have something to do with Noivern is the fact I think at the end, if I'm remembering correctly, I remember seeing at the end of the trailer, end of something, a Noivern fly past the screen. Sorry, not Noivern, Noibat fly past the screen, and I was like, ooh, I wonder if that means that they're hinting that there could be something in the future with Noivern, something like that coming down the line. There's that part of me that is like, yeah, maybe. But then there's also part of me that is like, maybe that's just wishful thinking, you know, like, oh, maybe they'll look at something, but they might not. It could just be my wishful thinking. Like the Copian of Mega Dragonite, you know. It's like, it's not too bad, but we'll see. Very divisive, though, in the case of people seem to be like... And I think this was even the case when Megas were first introduced. People are so, like, love it, hate it. You know, the people that love it are screaming that they love it. It's awesome. The people that hate it are very vocal in that, oh, I don't like it. Oh, I wish it was better. Oh, I wish it was this. But I think it was pretty much the same with Megas when they were first announced anyway. And arguably, some Pokemon definitely needed better Megas. And I mean, arguably, they still do. Or better Mega Shinies. I'm looking at Garchomp for that. But I definitely think that that there could definitely be more stuff done. Also, I had to Google this because no one well, no, there was no one here yesterday. There wasn't many people here yesterday. But we saw in the trailer Emma come back, which is interesting because Emma was obviously in X and Y. I might go and see if I can find one because apparently there is new one on. It is grass, isn't it? So I'm looking for grass. She was in the very first games in X and Y. First games. She was in X and Y, which is always nice to see. Maybe I don't have one. Nice to see that she's come back. She's playing a part in the story. Because the kind of thing was, we saw Looker's office, and then the question was, who's in Looker's office? Is it Looker? Is it not Looker? And now I think we can very much say it's not Looker. That might be it there, actually. But yeah, it's one of those situations where it's like very interesting, in my opinion, that she's making a comeback. Seems like, as well, like lore-wise, she has the same uniform on that she had when she was mind-controlled. Because I think that was part of her story. It's very interesting. I'm very grateful that she's she's come back in the sequel. It also just goes to it gives us a rough idea of how much time has passed. Because again, you can't really tell with Floette and Z because of the fact that they're so old. But Emma, you know, you can kind of see her age as she's gone from, you know, youngish child to middle adult, young adult. Which begs the question, where was our character during the events of X and Y? Were we a young child who watched what happened? Or were we... Because it seems to be for every single game, correct me if I'm wrong, that for the main series games at least, we travel to the region. Like, we're not native to the region we play in. Like, I think for the most part, it's a case of we've always just moved to the local area. Obviously, I think maybe Sinnoh? I don't know. No, I think you could hide there, Emfram. I definitely think it would be a very good hiding spot. I don't think anyone would think to look there. Two shinies? Three shinies? Two shinies. I do like Chandelure. The only problem I have with Chandelure and Scaleurge in this is that, unfortunately, Rochin does have Dark-type moves. So, against Ghost Pokemon, it's not amazing. Ooh, Bitter Blade. And we can do lots of damage. I think only Alola and Hoenn have that as a thing. No, I think Paldea, we started, like, just moving to the area. Correct me if I am wrong. No, I'm on the wiki. Here you go. So, is the female character... Wait, where did it say? Who just recently moved to the Paldea region with her mother. So, in Paldea, we moved. What was the game? X and Y. I just want to see the lore for it, please. Therapy might have it. I should also probably just do some helpful battling here. Is home at the start? No. Biography. Okay, no. Well, no. Our rival lives there. It should probably help out the team. Let's leave this conversation. But yeah, it's just surprising that is interesting that that is the way that it works. Hold up. As the protagonist, okay. He recently moved into town. Okay, so it doesn't say that he is from Alola. It just says he's moved. I think the main premise of most games is that you've moved into that first town. But whether that's just because you've grown up in that region or you've moved into that region, and to me, most of the games have it. Obviously, Hoenn has it very clearly. You've just moved in. Alola too. I think for the most part, they seem... I don't know about... like the very first... Well, my Sinnoh ones. No, not characters. Here we go. As protagonist. No, see, so you live in Twin Leaf Town. Yeah. Yeah, very interesting, though, that it seems to be it's a big enough recurring theme in the Pokemon games that it's interesting, in my opinion, to bring up. Hey, Akalos. How are you doing? Hope you're having a good Thursday. Hope your week is going well. I mean, it's up to you, Enfram. I, for one, don't use Girly Tina for anything other than being a showpiece. Right, keep that up for me. But no, I think it's very interesting. You know, a large premise. It will be interesting to see in ZA if our character is someone who's just moved to the region or not. Obviously, another version of this is Legends Arceus, being that I think lore-wise, I think the character comes from Kalos. I think that's like a known thing or something that people have put together. Either Kalos or Unova. And I only say Unova because of the fact that one of the brothers, the Underground brothers, is also in the game, and he's obviously Unovan. My Giratina plushie sitting on the shelf on the other side of the room. What if you act like a wildly generated Pokemon? You could try it, Enfram. I don't know how well it will work, given the fact, you know, you're a shiny Giratina. But if you want to give it a go, why not? Right, again, this situation, I don't know if Gengar is the best shout. Especially if you get hit with Retribution. It basically, like, Ruination, sorry. It will definitely do some damage to you. Who's used electric terrain? That's interesting that he's got electric terrain to buff himself. Special attack fell, that's fine. I can take the special attack buff. Debuff, I'm a physical attacker anyway. And we can take a couple of hits. I mean, we're going to get the stat debuff now, which is very annoying. Again, ideally, the strategy would be to do what this other Iron Hands is doing, which is basically save the buff until after it does the attack. Because it's gonna debuff us this turn. A little bit of healing, that's fine. Poison might be big. There you go, nullify stat changes. I'm fine with that just because I'm so low HP. Basically, I just want to get to the point where I can terrestrialize and then basically just KO it. See, do you know what would be amazing for... Oh, someone did a cheer. Do you know what would be amazing for, in this situation, for Gengar to have? Would be Venoshock. Because you've just poisoned it, you might as well utilize the extra damage. That's not going to KO me. I need to be KO'd. Curse whoever thought that healing was a good idea, because I don't want to terrestrialize, because it's just one wrong move and it just wipes me out. There we go, Giga Drain. KO me, I can come in, belly drum, heal up. Oh, I probably shouldn't heal up. I should probably shouldn't belly drum. I should probably just go straight in with the fire punches. Terrestrialized should be good. Iron Hands avoided. Good job, Iron Hands. Okay, now it nullified the stat changes on us again. That should be good. Now I can just buff it maybe. Again, lots of damage being done here. Maybe I need to give Iron Hands a name. Terrestrialize. Terrestrialize Belly Drum. Let's see if we can do it. Giratina in Origin form mode, it would be amazing if you could fly. I don't think you can technically fly, right? With any Pokemon, you just kind of glide, which sucks a bit. Still could just go to the highest peak of any biome and just glide. The only problem I have with the gliding is like it's cool, but like lore-wise, Giratina and Rayquaza can fly. I think it's very unfair that in this region, the only legendaries that can fly are Koraidon and Miraidon. I think it's incredibly annoying that that's the situation. Like Rayquaza can fly, Lugia can fly, Ho-Oh can fly. Why are these Pokemon, you know, cursed to the ground, right? Like, it just doesn't make any, like, logical sense to me. Right. What version? That should work. All ready to go. See if we can get into another one here. We got the Togepi with us. The Togepi. No, I get that. I get that, Amfram. That does make sense. It does make sense, but humans also don't know how to glide. That would be my counter-argument to that. Hey, so Max. How are you doing? Hope you're having a good Thursday. I think the week's going well. Welcome in. Do I just go straight on the attack here? It definitely seems Ruination just picks a random Pokemon to go for. I think we're going to go Belly Drum, and then I think I'm going to try the normal strategy of Fire Punches. Drain Punches, sorry. Seeing as we're already here, that might have been pointless for me to do immediately. That is not worth doing in the slightest. I definitely should just Fire Punch instead. Obviously, the only downside is now it's going to do our stuff down. So far, it's been amazing. I'm glad your day's going amazing. Yeah, there you go. There's the stat debuff. Ugh. It's the one thing I hate about these fights. Oh, am I bugged? I think I'm bugged. It's new. How's my day been? Yeah, my day's been good. My day has been very good. Funny enough, I just want to double check something to see if that has gone out. It has not. I didn't think it would. But that's fine. Oh, I'm glad your day's been good. I am just figuring out if it is possible to do something. I don't want to Dynamax. I don't want to die. I'm so used to Dynamaxing. I don't want to Terrastallize here because I'm so low on HP. It will, like, if I'm just one shot, it defeats the whole point of it. I don't know why. Was it Togepi or Max? One of them's trying to use. Will-O-Wisp, which isn't a bad idea. Stat debuffing is a really good way to try and get some chipped HP down, but annoyingly it doesn't work when it's got its wall up. And unfortunately, I think we're failing this because no one seems to be attacking. It could just be lag. No, I think someone left because that had way more HP. That had enough HP for me to do an attack. That's very strange how quickly that's gone down. I don't think there was enough time for me to help win that, but oh well. Oh well, does not matter. Right, apps. There is one thing I'm looking for. That one. Should be fine. Oh no, I think I need to watch a video for that. Indeed, I am British, not American. Don't try and hide it. I am from the United Kingdom. Not from the US of A. You are correct in that assumption. And then I want... I mean, maybe I can follow that strategy. Maybe I can follow that. Ooh, first Ogerpon I've seen for this. Well, I don't know where else you would think I would be from. Well, obviously, the majority of English speakers on this platform are from the US or UK. Some Canada. But for the most part, it is definitely American. UK is the majority of my audience. There's nothing wrong with that. It's not all of my audience though, but it is the majority of them. No one's ever mistaken me for an American. In all honesty though. It was more just a case of I was assuming that that's where it was going to go. Yeah, the flame, what is it, the hearth flame? I have plenty of the cards in Korean. Mistaken for German ones. Does he look German? Because if you're going off of looks, that's very different, you know. Obviously, going off of speaking, yeah, I find it next to impossible to think that someone could mistake a Scottish speaker as a German. Some people have kind of the large proportion of DNA on their, you know, in their system that you can kind of understand mistaking someone from being from somewhere else, depending on how you look. How do you think Germans look? Right, this is gonna sound bad. But if you put just in Oktoberfest into images, that's kind of the arguable stereotypical, you know, what most of the world imagine German would be able to be like. But then, funnily enough, if you're doing it just based off looks, I mean, arguably the men in Germany doesn't look like wear the skirts during Oktoberfest. If they did, I would say then maybe it's understandable that you could mistake a Scotsman as a German, but only because of that very niche specific situation. I am doing 5-punch. Maybe this is just the better way of doing it. Maybe that is the better way to do it, just do 5 punches. I definitely think that might be the strategy. Just 5 punches. Don't worry about my attack. Don't worry about belly drum. Just focusing straight on maximum damage. Blonde, almost brunettish with blue eyes. Yeah. Again, you don't get it if you. No offense to Scottish people. If you hear a Scot speak, I don't think you would imagine that they're German, you know? Like, they don't sound at all alike. But obviously, visually, I think it's easy to mistake people being from somewhere else if you know, you don't hear them speak. It's Scarlet and Violet on the Switch 2. So, as in comparison to how it performed when it first launched, it's running now at like 60 FPS. But again, you know, it's like with any situation. Without, oh god, we've joined the squad of Sarah Luge. Unfortunately, I don't have one. If I did, I would have gone and picked it, but I don't. Oh no, I don't think it tanked. It definitely had a drop off. I know me and I imagine most specific like shiny hunting people dropped this game relatively, like a year and a half into its release cycle. Because, for shiny hunting specifically, this game is way too easy to get shinies in. So, for the most part, it definitely received bad press off the get-go, but I still think it sold like upwards of 20 million copies. Oh no, it was a free update. But it only works this well on the Switch 2. Yeah, so easy that it kind of defeated the point. Me included, I was a big, I'm going to shiny hunt on the newest game, blah, blah, blah. But when you end up getting like 6 or 7 shinies in 3 hours, it's just too easy. Don't get me wrong, if you want to play the game like that, that's fine. But for specifically shiny hunting, I like a bit of a challenge. Literally for this event, Max. So they're doing an event now where you have, as a community, chien has to be KO'd a million times. Once it's KO'd a million times within like a week span, 2 week span? Week and a half span, whatever it is, you end up, it then is unlocked for shiny for everyone, but only if it reaches that threshold. Now, if I was the Pokemon company, I would 100% have a counter going somewhere where people can see how many have been defeated and things like that. Because they've got to have this information somewhere, so I think that would be a really cool thing to do. But I don't think they've done it. But these Pokemon are normally shiny locked. So this is where the allure to come back into the game has been. In that normally it's shiny locked. So this is the only way so far to get it legitimately shiny. Don't get me wrong, I think it's a bit of a shame that they've done it this way. I definitely wish it would have been done a different way. But the Pokemon Company recently, with starters, legendaries, mythicals, things like that, are shiny locked. So, they make it so you can't shiny hunt them, and then they wait for this instance like 2 years, and then they give it back. They're like, oh, here you go, here's an event where you can get it shiny. Annoying in my opinion that they do it that way, but I understand to a degree why they do it that way. You're at 95 clears yourself. Damn, Zilla, you've been going ham on it. Can you see, is there a stat tracker somewhere? Or are you just keeping count? Because I feel like it would be such a cool thing if they had it on the Pokemon website, where it was like, oh, by the way, here's the number of Pokemon that have been defeated. Annoyingly, I don't think that's the case though. Keeping count, damn, that's impressive. Definitely doing your part. what are you running with, Zilla? That's my next question. What mon have you chosen as your primary damage dealer for this? I mean, at the minute I'm running Iron Hands because that's kind of all I've got. Farming Herba for sure. I mean, it is definitely I was thinking, oh, it's a good way to farm Herba because I think the first one I did, I got 3 Herba. You're running Iron Moth. Oh. Yeah, a lot of people seem to be running Iron Moth or Slitherwing. Or Armarouge and Cerulean. The only problem I have with running those two specifically is their secondary typing makes it really awkward for this because he has dark type moves. And that's just asking for trouble. I think Cerulean has Ghost, right? Armarouge isn't Ghost? Yeah, I definitely think this is a better way to use Iron Hands. Just straight damage dealing and not worrying about belly drumming. So yeah, we're kind of just gotta have to hope that there's enough people doing these that we can KO them all. I'm definitely gonna schedule 1 stream a week to do it. Because I definitely think, we need to do as many as possible. All right, so Max, well, thanks for stopping by. Hope you have a good rest of your week if we don't see ya. Well, it's good for stab, poison, and fire and poison. Yeah. Yeah, again, the only reason I've kind of gone Iron Hands is because I don't really have a lot to run with. I was running, the first one I did, I went with Cerulean. And that worked, but obviously he's got dark type moves, so it's kind of a bad idea. Kind of inviting in, free damage. Bitter Blade is definitely a good option as well, because obviously it does... Am I correct in thinking Bitter Blade does more damage the more you do it? It seems to be doing a lot of damage, given that it's unterastalized, not yet terastalized. Sorry, while doing these blades. Why did it use Drain Punch? That's what I mean. It really annoys me. Sometimes the game decides. I know you've been just spamming A and using Fire Punch this entire time, but now you're going to be using Drain Punch. Stupid. I should have stayed with Drain Punch. I think it did more damage. It's close. If Cerulean goes down again, I think we lose here. Actually, no, I think we lose because I think people have disconnected. No one is doing any damage. Here we go. Here we go. Whew. I definitely think there's going to be some of these are going to have better luck with KOing it. Like the next one. What was the next one? I know Chi-Yu was last. That one's going to have a lot of people doing it because I think a lot of people like Chi-Yu and like the shiny. The good thing is, I don't think they limit who can get it. Which is really annoying because it's like, if they did it so only people who participated could claim it, it would be so much better than just doing it so that anyone can claim it. In my opinion. But obviously that's probably not the way that they're going to run it. Modest nature Iron Moth, focus on special attack and health with cover, cloak, and sunny day, acid spray, fiery dance with morning sun for healing. Ooh. That's not a bad build. Are you finding you're able to KO it? Well, I mean, given that you've done 95, are you finding that you're able to do good damage to it? Really doesn't want to give me a game. You can one-shot shield all on your own. That's nice. That's very nice. Yeah, see, I very much, so what have we got, like a week, and well, we've got until next Sunday, so the 3rd, I think this event goes to. I think every 100k, we get some items. Which is good, because you can kind of keep track on how well it's been going. Oh, actually, hold up. Oh, wait, no, okay. You're using Iron Moth, right? Do you think that strategy will work with Volcarona? And by running Sunny Day, you can help. Yeah, you indeed can. Is there any moves that wouldn't work for Volcarona? Probably not. You don't reckon? Scarlet and Violet. Volcarona. Let me look for moveset. Moveset. I want moves. Where is the list of moves that these Pokemon can learn? Right, here we go. So you're running... Oh, we're going to probably fail this. So we don't get... I mean, we get Fiery Dance. We don't get Morning Sun. Can it learn Morning Sun? No. No? Can learn Poison Jab. It can't learn a lot of moves. Oh no, it can learn Morning Sun, but Morning Sun is an egg move. Okay, hold up. Absorb, Harden, Morning Sun, Venonat. Oh, any Pokemon that learns Morning Sun. Who learns Morning Sun? Learned by level. Slitherwing and Iron Moth. Okay, so what if I went Slitherwing instead? Slitherwing doesn't get... Okay. Okay, I think I go get a Slitherwing. I get a Volcarona. The only problem is, I was really hoping to do a shiny one. I don't have access to Iron Moth. I do have access, though, to Slitherwing. Obviously, it can learn Sunny Day. And I'm pretty sure Volcarona can also learn Sunny Day. So I get Fiery Dance, Sunny Day. I don't get Morning Sun, and I don't get Acid Spray, but I do get Poison Jab. Maybe I do look at prepping this, and then maybe do some work and try and see if I can get one bred up. Oh, it's fine, Zilla. No, I think I like the idea of trying to acquire one myself. I want to try and get more into the whole strategy of working on getting these breeding Pokemon going. Oh, maybe I should catch it in something else. Volcarona is Gen 5. What Pokeball do they reckon is a good one for this? Probably a Luxury Ball, right? Because it's golden. Am I losing my mind? Where is it in the decks? Don't do this to me, game. I'm adamant it's Gen 5. I'm losing my mind. There it is. Ultra or Premier? Maybe we'll go Premier. I have Premier. Just throw Premiers until I get it. There you go. I mean, I'm not adverse to trying to build them myself. I've never actively built... Well, I've built a couple of them, but I've never had much luck with it. So I need... So I've got that. I mean, so long as they're in the same egg group, right? Oh, and I can Masuda hunt it. Okay, hold up. This makes it a bit easier for me. So I want to go to here. I'm only going to do the prep work today, and then I'll go back to doing some raids, but... Because otherwise I'll be here for like an hour trying to do this. Maybe I should get a fire encounter sandwich going. I know it's a rare spawn in here without it, but the only problem is I don't want to sandwich hunt for a shiny one because there's like no point. Because again, I cannot use it for the situation. Maybe it's a... Oh, it might also be a daytime spawn. Which would kind of ruin... kind of ruin it for me. I know with a fire encounter sandwich, you can pretty much like solely get them to spawn here. I have done shiny hunting for these Pokemon for Larvesta specifically in the past. God, my old habit is coming back. Do I have one? Let me just double check before I spend ages trying to find one. Do I have one sitting somewhere? No. Right, I already have Morning Sun. What I should do to optimize this... there's an item I need to give it, I do believe, that does it. And basically, what you do, so long as my memory serves me correctly, you basically go through, forget all the other moves, other than the one move you want to give, and then it needs an item. I think it's a mirror. It's a mirror thing. Where is it? Mirror herb. Is that right? I think so. The other thing that I've yet to get is a shiny Tinker Tone. Oh, it's Bronzor. Bronzor. But yeah, so... Ah, there's one. Doesn't matter on your size, I just need one of you. We're going to get you in a Premier Ball as well. That guarantees that the baby is in a Premier Ball. Then we do this. Iron Hands. Room. Right. I want to do this test because otherwise I feel like I'd lose my mind if I at least didn't get this part down. So basically picnic. Let's go and do it. Let's go and get a sandwich. I hate trying to do where am I going here? I hate trying to get eggs. Sucks. Yeah, that's what I imagine the case is for most people. So I imagine it's going to be very difficult to get all of these other ones done. I can't imagine Tinglu will have much luck in getting the shiny enabled. Alright, yep. I'm right, I'm not getting all the eggs done today. I just want to get the first one, make sure that I can get the move swapped over properly, and then go from there. Oh, wait, these might both be the same gender. Let me just make sure that they're different genders. Oh, Slitherwing doesn't have a gender. Can I... Oh, hold up. Can you breed Slitherwing? Okay. What is the bloody point in that? What is the point with that? What egg group is this in? Oh my goodness. Go through all that problem. Right. So it can do with any Pokemon that can learn Morning Sun. Any Pokemon that can learn Morning Sun. Espeon is the only Pokemon. Luckily, there is an Espeon spawn this way. vaguely remember seeing one this way. And even then, I don't know if it's in the same egg group. I don't know enough about Pokemon breeding. Oh, I could just go and get my Iron Moth back. It's only sitting in Pokemon Home, but it's another thing that I have to do. This way, it's on this cliff here. Oh, and I think it only spawns in the daytime. Can I not, like, fast forward the game? Oh, man. Game time. What time of the day is it? What time of the night is it? It's not that obvious. Of course it's not. Oh, God damn it. Put away held item. Get Iron Hands back out. Until it's day, I'm just going to do another raid. Oh, no, maybe not. Wrong click. See, there's a lot that learn it via breeding. Egg group is filled. If I don't see... Oh my God. Hold up. It's not in the same egg group. Egg group is bug. Hold up, what? So, how do you even get it onto that? All the Pokemon learn it by breeding. The only Pokemon that learn it by level up are Espeon, Solgeo, Necrozma, Slitherwing, but you can't breed. Iron Moth, but you can't breed. Gouging Fire, which again, you can't breed. Again, Growlithe you can't breed. Venonat? How'd you get it onto Venonat in the first place? Hold up. Larvesta with... Sun. Breeding with a male Pokemon that learns the move. Yes. Oh, is it just that easy? Find a male Pokemon in that egg group. Egg group doesn't matter. Oh, okay. Okay, so I just need a male Eevee or a male Espeon, and that should be fine. But now I know. Right, is it daytime yet? No, still nighttime. Oh, still nighttime, and now I need to wait for this timer to reset again. I shouldn't have done that. I should have just left it, and I never mind. There we go. Let's see if we can get into one. Alright. Is it a mirror herb? It is the mirror herb. Okay. I'm glad at least I remembered that much. I'm glad at least I have that little brain power. Come on. Communication. I need to look at doing a cool picture for this game. That shiny Espeon, shiny Sceptile is pretty cool. Oh yeah, no, don't get me wrong. Farming Herba this way is incredibly useful. It is a little bit of a shame that it's not a guaranteed drop every time. But then again, I think I'm fine with that being the case. Also, just for my own sanity's sake, Ruination looks to do half HP to whatever it is used on. So that is at least something. And I think Belly Drum would have been fine, but the problem is by the time I've used Belly Drum, I always end up being stat debuffed, so it's kind of pointless for me to waste the time on that. Hey Novi, how are you doing? Welcome in, hope you're doing good. Your week is going well, your Thursday is going good. Looks like the Iron Moth strat is pretty common. Who did a video on it, Zilla? I'm curious. I don't think it's coincidence that I'm seeing a good amount of them. I'm curious whose video that build is from. Not that I'm against it. But it's just with the number of them, and they all seem to have that same moveset. I'm curious who's... It doesn't matter at the end of the day. It works, right? And there's gonna be builds that people are like, you need these Pokemon. I've done it before. That's why I have this Iron Hands. I also have a Primeape, and I have my Belly Drum Azumarill. So I'm privy to it as well. I just think going forward, I'd like to try and do them slightly differently. I'm wondering, actually, Iron Moth would also be pretty useful for Chien Pao, right? Because that's Ice type. If memory serves correctly. So Fire type Pokemon would also be useful for that. I say that like it matters. It matters the Terra type, right? I don't know if we know the Terra type for it yet. Or do we? Trying to think. Did the logo... And did... No, it doesn't show. Oh, no, it does. Oh, it is ice. Chien Pao is ice, so that also is going to be useful for that. There you go, two Herba. They said it in the review. Yeah, you can see in the picture as well for the announcement. Tinglu is earth, Chi-Yu is fire. So, I mean, for the first two Pokemon, it will work quite well. I need a male Espeon, so I need it to be daytime. Need it to be daytime. I mean, that's good. So you can use... And I mean, again, I think for the second one as well would be pretty cool. Hey, Hive Mind, welcome in. Hope you're doing well. Hope you're having a good Thursday. Hope your week is going well. Annihilate. I mean, Annihilate would be pretty good. is using Ogerpon for all of them. I mean, whatever works at the end of the day, right, Novi? Ogerpon works quite well because of the fact you can change it's between the 3 types, funny enough, that you need to do it with. I think everyone is Hive Mind. Yeah, I think everyone's trying to do their part. Me included, which makes a change because I normally don't want to do my part. I think Ogerpon is going to be good for all of them. My Ogerpon, unfortunately, isn't currently in my game, so I would have to I'd have to bring him back in. But I think a strong water type Pokemon could be incredibly useful for both Tinglu and Chiyu. Just like fire type for the first 2. Oh, I'm not getting any good ones. Right. I want the time to progress a bit. I want it to be daytime. Hurry up, daytime. This isn't anything that I can do, is it? No. I'll take the points though. Ooh. Hey, Med. Welcome in. How are you doing? Hope your Thursday's going well. You're doing good. Info. Hopefully it goes well. I don't mind that shiny. The only problem I have with it is that it's another gold shiny. If I'm remembering correctly. That is my one problem with a lot of shinies, is that their default seems to be gold. And that just really irritates me because, don't get me wrong, the gold shinies are cool. I just think, you know, sometimes it's worth picking a different thing other than gold. Go for a living dex. Ooh, nice. Hopefully it goes well. About to hit 100 completed raids. Well done. Well done, Zilla. Okay, so here's the question, right? It's 100 raids completed. Right, for you specifically. That doesn't count as 400 raids because it's 4 people. It doesn't count as 4 separate completions, does it? It counts as 1 completion because it was defeated 1 time. So that's my only concern, is that it's going to take a long time to do it. I mean, obviously they only count successes, right? See, I was thinking that as well, Hive Man, but just thinking about it, the terms say you'll be able to add one for your team only if it's been defeated 1 million times. Let's see if it says in the fine print. In order to receive one or more of the Pokemon in this Terra Raid series, the number total of victories achieved by all participating trainers must collectively meet or exceed 1 million before the condition of given Pokemon's event period. Total number of victories of the number of total player victories against one of the Pokemon consecutively meet or exceeds 1 million during the event. Then that shiny Pokemon will become available via mystery gift at a later date. In order to participate in the raid battles, you'll need to have downloaded the latest update and update the data latest Pokemon portal. Yeah. And then I went to go and check the website, and they don't have any information on the website. It's 1 win for the entirety raid party. Yeah, see, that makes logical sense. Pokemon.com. Let's have a look. You go to video games and apps, and then all the ones that come up are TCG. Visit Kitakami. None of them are like the. Here we go. So, cannot be caught upon defeating. Instead, participating players must collectively achieve 1 million total victories before the conclusion of a given Pokemon's event period for the opportunity to receive them through mystery gift. Oh, here you go. So the final total of player victories against each featured Pokemon is scheduled to be announced at approximately 5 p.m. PDT on the Thursday following the conclusion of that Pokemon's Terra Raid event. So we won't know if we've done enough until 4 days after the event ends. Which sucks. In my opinion, I think a live tracker, a website with a live tracker that you can see just ticking would be so much better. I think they said somewhere that they would give a specific number. They would give out items per X amount defeated. But here's the question: what happens if not enough people manage to participate? So like none of them reach the 1 million required, because then they're shiny locked forever. And the thing is, right, there's 22 million, I think there's 20 plus million games sold, meaning it shouldn't take that long if everyone was playing who owns the game to do it. It wouldn't take that long to reach the achievement, right? The only problem is after the fact. Or only get them in Go. I think that's horrible, though. The fact that they've released mythical Pokemon in Go before they release them like main series games. Obviously, now there are ways to get them, but you have to get them through home. And that, I think, is a bit annoying as well. Like, why make it so difficult to get these, like, shiny Pokemon? I think it's absolutely ridiculous. Until Game Freak come out and are like, we've done it for this specific reason, I think it's stupid why they've shiny locked, like, all of these Pokemon. And starters, all they have to say is, we've shiny locked starters for this specific reason. And fine, that's okay, whatever. Well, they did the same with Zeraora, where it was shiny locked, but then they did a max raid thing for it, right? I'm annoyed that I missed that. But you know, again, like previous event Pokemon, they weren't shiny locked. If you had the event, you could get them shiny. I'm mostly the specific instance of like Shaman and Giratina, Darkrai, because they're the ones that I've recently done. But I don't understand the shiny based legends. I don't understand shiny locking altogether. I don't get it. Like, in terms of the story, what difference does it make? Cutscenes? If the Pokemon appears in a cutscene? Sure. But it's like one flag of code to change it, right? So you do a detect if the Pokemon you've caught is shiny, because there's tags for that. If 1 true, if 0 false, and then you just do it for the cutscenes as well. Like, it's a pre-rendered character. I had to go back to Platinum to do it, Zilla. Yeah, I missed the event in BDSP. Luckily, you can still get the event through DNS stuff on the DS, so I went back and did it in Platinum. Again, I did Meloetta. I have shiny Meloetta, and I'm going to go for... I think the other ones are Victini. God, I'd have to scroll back really far. I'm pretty sure it's Victini for doing something, Manaphy for doing BDSP full Pokedex. And Meltan for something. But again, I've got shiny Meltan in Go. I'm not that worried about Meltan. Unfortunately, can't do that. Unfortunately, Platinum is too expensive. I mean, all the DS games are too expensive. Keldeo, that was it. Yeah. Again, Pokemon that, in my opinion, should have just been shiny huntable in their own games. I don't think I'm too insane to say that. Shiny locked in Go unless there's an event. Yeah, I think I didn't... No, did I get one shiny? I don't think I did, but I don't think I have the urge to get it shiny. It's one of those Pokemon that it's like, yeah, I'm cool not having it shiny. Victini and Celebi, yeah. I think I got Celebi in Go, so like I'm good for Celebi. Exactly. I don't understand why they shiny locked the second one. It's really annoying. Got the fourth genie, Enamorous. Again, shiny locked though. I don't think the original ones were shiny locked. Correct me if I'm wrong. I know in Unova the box legendaries were shiny locked, and I think that was the first situation when they were shiny locked. But I don't know if all of them were shiny locked or not in those games. I think it could have been one of the first games that had shiny locks on those Pokemon. Kieran was locked. Was Kieran the only one that was locked? Shiny locked Pokemon. Let's see the list. There's got to be a list. No, these are those ones. Right. Generation 1. No. Generation 4. No, again, you can get these. What the fuck? Generation 5. Celebi, Arceus, Victini, Reshiram, Zekrom, Keldeo, and Meloetta. Generation 6. The Poochyena, Cosplay Pikachu, Celebi, Groudon. Interesting. Storyline encountered. Rayquaza, Victini, Keldeo, Zygarde, Hooper, Volcanion. That makes sense. See, and then Generation 7, they really started the lockdown. No, that doesn't make sense, because I'm sure you could hunt... Ash Greninja was definitely, but I'm sure you could hunt the Ultra Beasts in Generation 7. Could you not? Am I delusional? I could be delusional. that is a severe possibility. Obviously, I know you can get them, like a lot of these Pokemon you can get now in Sword and Shield DLC, which is where I'm going to get them. Generation 8 was only the starters, which makes sense because... Wait, really? What was Generation 8? What main series game was Generation 8? Galar. Yeah, Galar. Yeah. So the starters, Gift Pikachu, Gift Eevee, Type Null, which is annoying. Zacian, Zamazenta, Eternatus, Cubfu, Urshifu. Yeah, I mean, yeah. But then Crown Tundra, like all of them are shiny locked. BDSP, Mew, Jirachi. Legends Arceus, basically all of them were shiny locked, which sucks because I would have loved to have done shiny Darkrai and shiny Shaman in that. And then Gen 9 has arguably the highest number of Pokemon that can't be shiny, but that's mainly because they did the raid events. Ooh. Daytime, which means we're going to go hunt. Oh, never mind. I was going to say we're going to go hunt for an Espeon. What are the odds of that, eh? Shiny Swablu. We'll take it. Accidental shiny. But yeah, it's ridiculous. I do think I'm going to go back through and do a load of Dynamax raid adventures. I've done a few. Like, I've got my Giratina that way. And I think I got Rayquaza that way, and I got a few others as well. And I think it is a really cool way of shiny hunting. And arguably, it needs to be done before they decide to shut down that server or service, because it is possible. Right, I need a male Espeon. The question is... I don't remember where it spawns. I'm adamant it spawns on this cliff here, but I could be mistaken. I really like the shinies that just pop up, like when you're just not expecting it. I was Masuda method hunting on Monday, so just running around hatching eggs. I got 2 shinies on Monday. This game is too easy for shiny Pokemon, which is why, you know, I've kind of gone back to the older ones, because it just feels a bit nicer. It feels more rewarding to actively put a bit more effort into it, don't get me wrong. But there's nothing wrong with shiny hunting in these games. You know, not everyone has the time or the ability to, you know, play the original games, you know, either through emulation or through the area. Oh god, yeah, it sucks. SV, it sucks. It's horrible. I hate it. I like it for streaming because I can literally just farm up a bunch of eggs, stream me just hatching eggs, and then it's not a problem. But yeah, it is literally a case of do a sandwich, get as many eggs as you can within half an hour, do it again, repeat until you've got, in my case, 250 to 300 eggs, because that's how much I can squeeze into a stream. And then repeat. But no, the amount of time it takes for you to hatch is about the amount of time it takes for you to get those eggs to do it. So it's horrible. But I'm not, like, adverse to it. Again, the odds kind of, in my opinion, make it a little bit better. I've gotten some good herba, but just not enough. Not enough to warrant it for me. I'm really not finding an Espeon. I don't really want to have to do a Psychic Power Sandwich, but I might have to. It might just be easier. Again, I'm not too worried because we've got so much herba. I don't need a shiny one. I literally just need a male one. It's going to be completely overkill for this sandwich, but we're going to do it. Why not? You have to hunt Pinsir, so Masuda is your only option. Yeah, see, some Pokemon kind of need... Some Pokemon work better with Masuda, right? No, that's the teeny sandwich. I want this one. And then... That kick is 2 more onion. I still have a bunch from when I was doing... I've done stuff in the past. There we go. Should be good. Yeah, I mean, I did the Eevee raids. The Umbreon... Vaporeon raids back in the day. Where it's like Dark type Vaporeon. Hence why I have Iron Hands, because it just makes that so much easier for doing that. Pretty good. But yeah, getting lucky or unlucky with the raids is a little bit of a shame, right? Flamehearth, that was his name. Alright, that should have worked if I did that correctly. Yeah, psychic encounter title. I mean, I don't care for the title. I just want the encounter. Because we're going to find one instantly. Oh, look at that. They do spawn here. I need a male. Size doesn't matter. Do I just look for a shiny one just because I can? I don't have the shiny one yet. Do I just look for a shiny one while I'm here? Oh, I think I just overdid my my other sandwich. Literally just gonna throw it until I catch it. I've got plenty of Pokeballs to go through. Don't you worry, Espeon. I don't want it in a quick ball just because it might ruin my my breeding thing. Oh, Sword Stance, Sunny Day for Ogerpon. That's not bad. Oh, funny enough, I need it with Morning Sun. Good, you've got the move. I could just use the Master Ball on it. Hold on. If you catch a Pokemon in a Master Ball and you breed it, does the baby go into a Master Ball? I might have to go and try and farm me another Master Ball and then go and catch some Magikarp in Master Balls. Does anyone know the title encounter for a bug sandwich? I have the info. Tomato, onion, green pepper, hamburger. For bug, it is 2 cherry tomatoes. What other psychic Pokemon? Oh, there's one. Oh my goodness. All right. I know I was giving crap when it first came out about how this is like horrible for shiny hunting because there's so many Pokemon. It makes it really difficult to see. That makes it very easy to see if there's a shiny. And it's a male as well, so I can just use it for breeding. The only problem is, shiny Umbreon works better in... Is it a Dusk Ball? Friend Ball? Oh my goodness. Right, no, I need to get this first one in a Premier Ball, and then I will also go and grab... Oh, there we go. I'll also grab... What did I call it? Snom? No. I know I named it something. Oh, yeah, I just don't know it off the top of my head, Novi. The only reason I gave that list is because I have that list open. Shroom, that was it. Yeah, it's the only reason. If I knew the other one, it would be different. Unfortunately, I don't know the other one off the top of my head. It's literally just that I have the tab open with that recipe that I was like, oh, I'll just give that recipe. All right. Let's see. See, this is the problem, right? When shiny hunting in this game, because it's so easy to get lots of Pokemon to spawn in. It's so easy to get shiny. Right, let me double check. Legal Pokeballs. Did Espeon come out Gen 2? Or was it Gen 1? I feel like it was later. Or was it Gen 3? It might be Gen 3. Gen 2? Did I just miss it? Am I missing it? Ampharos. There it is. Alright, yeah. It's Gen 2. Friend Ball or... Which, luckily, I do have one. Or Dusk. No, Nest Ball. Very interesting that it's decided to do it those two. Luckily, I have a Friend Ball. I need to go back to Blueberry Academy at some point and grind out of these. Now, is there any other psychic type Pokemon that's maybe worth me looking at getting shiny? while I have this sandwich up. Funny enough, I did say earlier that I would do some shiny hunting today. But we'll go until this sandwich ends, and then that will be me done stream-wise for today. I did manage to get some checks. Well, I did manage to do some, and I mean, this is definitely helping me working towards doing more raids, successfully completing more. Saturday, though, I'm going to be a bit busy. Got some stuff planned in the works that might be pretty interesting. Could be something cool. I'm trying to think off the top of my head if there's any other cool psychic Pokemon that I haven't got yet that I think would be kind of cool to get. The only one that kind of... Did I just get incredibly lucky getting that first Espeon so quickly? Definitely is seeming that way, because it definitely doesn't look like I'm getting that lucky right now. I can't think of any off the top of my head that I'm like eager to get. You can probably just look at the list. Tinkaton might be a good counter. It could be. Let me do this. Can I just search? Ooh, Hypno. I don't have Drowsy. Not really a cool one though, is it? I could fly around and actively try look for another Slowpoke. Slowbro will be easier to spot. Slowpoke will be a bit harder, but I definitely think I want to get me one. At some point. Again, if they gave me a shiny Sparkle, I'd be living. I'd be living. Oh, just smashing up the place. Again, I think in general, Ogerpon is a really good shout because of the fact you can change its type so easily. I think I'll just keep doing this little loop where I look up here and then I look down there and then I see if anything is shiny. Again, Slowpoke is going to be such a hard one to spot, but Slowbro will be quite obvious. So mainly I'm looking out for Slowbro because I definitely don't think I could spot a shiny Slowpoke. I think the main... Wait, hold up. No, maybe I can spot them. No, maybe not. Maybe I'm delusional. I thought that was a slightly lighter shade of pink. No, apparently I cannot tell. I don't think when a Pokemon is terrestrialized, I don't think its main type counts. So it's not an Ice Dark, I think it's just a straight ice. Let me have a look. Legal Pokeballs. Gen 1. Oh no, it is very much... Oh, okay. It's lighter I want to look for. Slowpoke. See, this makes it seem like it's very obvious. I think the home sprites look much different to the in-game versions. Because I could very easily see myself going insane trying to spot a shiny Slowpoke. Arguably, I have done in the past. Driven myself to near insanity trying to spot one. I feel like when it comes to this, auto battle is the only way to go. Because the other option was like looking at their tongues, but it's so hard to tell. No, I feel like auto battle is just the way to go. Just like, hey, go ham. It's really a shame because Slowpoke Slowbro... well, Slowpoke specifically is such... Slowbro, sorry, is such an obvious one to spot. A real shame that they did Slowbro so dirty. Oh yeah, no, I'm sure there's going to be lots of videos on it, kind of before it drops, because that's kind of the way that these work, you know. Again, all the big YouTubers are incentivized to do videos on it, because if you tell people how to do it easily, more people will probably hop on to do more damage, which means then you get it, kind of thing, you know. No, the only reason that I was kind of like thinking that Ogerpon again is such a good choice is because of the fact you can just swap it between each one. It's just one of those you can swap between the two. Man, that's one thing I also want to get is the shiny ball rolling guy. I can't remember his name now. The dung beetle. I can't remember his name. Oh, a Rellor, that was it. Yeah, I want a shiny Rellor. I want to get me one at some point. I really do. Doing this many raids, you start to see just how terrible and unpolished terror raids are. I mean, that's the thing, right? I feel like, to their credit, well, no, it's exactly the same as Dynamax Raid Dens. Like, there's no new features. They're basically exactly the same as Max Raid Layers in terms of, like, how they function. I was going to be like, well, you know, they're at least doing new mechanics. It's not really new mechanics, though. That's the thing. Is it like the tail? I mean, I'm kind of like trying to figure out a way to tell if it's shiny just by looking at it. And I just cannot tell for the life of me. Like, it kind of looks like maybe if it's shiny, its body kind of mixes into its tail a bit, but all of these look exactly the same. I hate to be that person, but they all look exactly the same. I cannot tell these apart for the life of me. Every time I think, oh, that one could maybe be shiny, and it's never shiny. Oh, yeah, no, again, yeah. No, I'm not saying that they should. You know, they've got the framework in place, but, like, make some improvements on it. It's a very subtle, lighter shade of pink. It kind of blends in with the body. Oh, yeah, that's what I was thinking, was that the tail kind of blends in. But the problem is, again, this new lighting system and no other early warning system of a shiny, aka a shiny sparkle. Or, you know, at least a function where you can purchase it, where it gives you a little shiny icon on this screen. That would also be nice, but no, that's not a thing. Don't get me wrong, again, as with most of this game, it's a cool feature. Like, a day-night cycle is cool. Right? I like it. You know, the fact that different Pokemon spawn at the day versus at night. Different Pokemon spawn, which is cool. It's cool on how that works. But, it's a big but. But in that situation, they shouldn't have taken out the shiny sparkles. The overworld sparkles. Does it make it more realistic? Yes. You know, you don't see sparkles on shiny, on different colored animals, on mutated animals in real life. Yes, sure, that's another thing. But these games aren't exactly realistic because I'm a school child running around saving the world, defeating AI adults. Like, and they have effects in the overworld because you see it every single time you go to fly with Koraidon. Look at these effects. Like, they have these effects. So they can do it. Why they didn't, I don't know. It honestly half worries me for the future of it because, to a degree, I get where they want to be. Like, you know, they want to be somewhat realistic. You know, you want to breathe a breath of realism into the game. Sure, that's fine, yes. In real life, Pokemon wouldn't be shiny. But then also in real life, the main character isn't someone who goes out and saves the world. You know, like 99.99% of the Pokemon population don't go out and save the world. And yeah, you're flying around on an ancient or a future dinosaur-esque dragon, and you can just fly around the whole region. Let me remind you, as a school child, as someone who is in secondary school, high school, whatever you want to call it. Am I literally only going to get one shiny? Yeah, again, I think it's just a silly pinprick, you know? Again, and I also feel like it's such an easy thing for Game Freak to be like, we didn't do it for this reason, but we don't get any of that. The game gets dropped, that's it. We get DLC. That's it now. It just makes me a bit sad, you know? Because these games aren't bad. They're just not as good as you would expect for the price that they're asking. And to a degree, it's kind of the same problem I have with ZA. I noticed it during one of the early trailers, and I keep noticing it every time a new trailer gets dropped. The buildings are flat. Like they're like a wall. They're a plane with a texture on it. And I feel like it's such a shame that that's how they've decided to do the that way. And now that I've seen it, I can't unsee it type thing, you know? It's one of those where it's like, I've noticed it, now I can't not unsee it. I noticed it in the first trailer. I was like, okay, if you know, this was before the Switch 2 was announced, I was like, okay, I kind of get it. It does make sense to a degree, but there's no depth on these buildings. They're just a flat wall. I don't care about like the overarching, you know, the overarching like graphics and things like that. Yeah, I don't care. These games aren't horrible looking, but Scarlet and Violet had performance problems, which really was only fixed by new hardware that came out 2 years after the game's release. Which shouldn't have been the case. The game should have been running like this on the Switch 1, but they weren't. And then Legends Arceus was better, not amazing, but that was like a new, you know, they were kind of exploring the genre type thing. ZA seems to have gone backwards a bit. Yeah, that's the problem. The fact this performance upgrade costs £400, yeah, it's ridiculous. The fact that they have the audacity to, you know, you get a free update. It's not a free update, because I had to pay £400 for the new console. It's not a free update that unlocks this performance on the original Switch. It's one that unlocks it on the Switch 2. Which is the audacity to be like, it's a free update. It's not free. That's kind of, to a degree, what really annoys me with Breath of the Wild upgrades and things like that, because you're paying £400 for a new console, and then you're also paying like extra money on top of it. It is insanity. Well, I think they're kind of exploring the whole point of legend, right? Legend can mean multiple things. Oh no, Legends Arceus is amazing. I love it. It is one of my favorite games as well. I'm a little bit skeptical on ZA because of the fact they kind of locked you into a city. Like Arceus was good because it had areas and things like that. You can go to different areas. I don't know how I feel about ZA being literally just one city. It kind of worries me for Gen 10 a little bit. But it is a bit of a shame. Because again, the city, we don't know how big the city is yet. But it's not going to be, you know, looking at the map. It's gonna be bigger than this, right? Like Mesagoza. Do I think it's going to be as big as this map? No. When you put all the tiles of Legends Arceus together, will it be as big as that? Probably also not. But it is a bit of a shame. I don't even think... Legends Arceus didn't get paid DLC, so I don't think ZA is going to get paid DLC. Now, I am more than happy to be called out for being wrong for that. I don't think ZA is going to get paid DLC. I think they're reserving paid DLC for the main series games. The only reason I think that is the case is because BDSP didn't get a paid DLC. It's not like they did a Platinum episode DLC that you have to buy that would unlock the Platinum content. If they had, sure, be a different story. But Sword and Shield had it. BDSP didn't have it. Legends Arceus didn't have it. Scarlet and Violet had it. So I think Gen 10 will have it. I don't think ZA will have it. I definitely think they could have done something with the ultimate weapon. To be fair, I was kind of in the boot camp of, ooh, a Legends game. I want to do more past time stuff. I want to hang out with Celebi. You know, I want to go to Unova and, you know, like the Unova lore with like the brothers and the Pokemon splitting and all of that could have been incredibly cool. You know, like the fact that they could have shown us the origin of Zekrom, Kyurem, and Reshiram splitting into those Pokemon. You know, we play a part in the story, but we're not like the quote-unquote main characters in that story. Oh, Hooper as well. Hooper could be an amazing way to relay that story just because of the portals leading to different dimensions. Like, you can use Hooper as a point of, this is how we got here. You know, Hooper brought us here. Like Magina as well. I think Magina also introduced in that gen? I honestly cannot remember for the life of me. Was it X and Y or was it Unova? I think it was Unova, but it could also be X and Y. Magina's all the way in Gen 7? Oh my goodness. I definitely thought it was much earlier than that. Just goes to prove I know nothing. Oh, there we go. Oh, and another male one as well. Another small one. Could this potentially be a tiny Espeon? Again, with the way that the mobile games have gone, they're very transaction heavy, microtransaction heavy. And in all honesty, that worries me, because again, the DLCs don't add or improve that much. Like, they don't fix a lot of the issues with the game. And that kind of upsets me a little bit. Like, yeah, okay, they add story, but like, and they add in old Pokemon, but that's it. They add in a few new Pokemon. But like, that's kind of it. It really does kind of upset me. You know, when you consider the third game in the series used to be like the game. Oh yeah, it's not like the DLCs are bad. Like, the story is good. But the story for Pokemon games has always been good. For me, the lacking part has always been gameplay. Or performance. But, like, the problem is that I think they're focusing too much on the DLCs. Like, give us a bit longer between the main series games. Give us DLCs, sure. But make them a bit better. I felt like they were too short for the amount of money that it cost. Like, what were they? 30. Oh god, dude, someone's gonna have to correct me. Were they £30 for the 2? So £15 each. So you take, in this case, like a $50 game, £50 game, whatever. It's then making it a total of £80 for the game. These games, in terms of like, in terms of like value, I'll be real. I've gotten the value worth out from the game. No. Okay, I thought that crashed. I haven't received the value worth out from these games. I have received the value out from these games. So, you know, it's like, okay, that's fine. But it's insane. Yeah, this is on the Switch too. That's why that freeze was a little bit alarming, because I have not had that happen to me yet. I just want to double check to see if this is a potentially tiny Espeon. I don't think it is, but I am curious to see if it is small. A bit smaller than average. Wow, they can go very small than that. But yeah, third games in the series I feel like would be better, in my opinion. Let's get you guys in the boxes. There's the Meloetta. I think it's a shame. I really do. But I think it's a shame that they killed off the third games in the fact for DLCs. I think they definitely could have done it a bit better. Righty-ho. Well, either way, I think that is me done for today. Well, I don't think. I know that is me done for today. I might be back tomorrow. No promises. No promises, but we shall see. We shall see. If not, I'll be back on Monday. I'll probably do some egg hatching, and then that'll probably be it. Unless we get lucky, and then if I get the Volcanion, I might try and build that and do a couple more raids, but we'll see. We'll see how it goes for next week. I don't know the timeline for it, so we'll see. We'll see. I don't know what I'm doing next week. We'll find out next week. Either way, thank you very much for watching, everyone. Thank you very much for hanging out with me this evening. I will see some of you there, maybe, but if not, that's fine. Thank you very much for watching, everyone. Have a good weekend if we don't catch you. If I do, I'll be doing ranked Pokemon Pocket tomorrow. So, who knows? Enjoy it. Stick around. If not, that's fine. All right. Bye, everyone.